agendas and the help that is available right now. In Focus is back at you right here on Spectrum Networks. Hold on. Back for our final 2 minutes here on In Focus. And Darius, I do want to touch a bit quickly on the subject of healthcare again, because it's not just physical but mental support that's needed. So what services are available by the state once someone gets a diagnosis?
So with the public health funding available here in the state of Florida, we have access to substance abuse treatment. There's mental health counseling that can be available. We are working more to address some of the root causes or some of the social determinants of health that maybe contribute to why someone has a diagnosis, such as housing, which we know housing in many of our areas across the state is an issue. The rising cost of housing, for example, if you have a person entering the system of care that has no income or unstable housing, then what do we do about that? So Ryan White funding, and I want to mention, is not the same in every area. There are some areas that may offer housing assistance, while there may not be as much availability for such a service in another area.
So,
Um,
sorry to cut you off. I want to get Representative Smith in real quick. Sorry about that. But Representative, a person, who is considering right now getting tested, but fears they may be exposed or outed or just even labeled, right? So from the perspective of law, how can we assure them that their confidentiality is safe?
Well, it's very important that we expand access to testing because getting someone's HIV status known upfront and being able to get them into treatment as a prevention strategy should be a top priority for lawmakers. But what that also means is it means that we are meeting people where they are. If we're going to reduce the stigma, and we're also going to make sure that folks who need to get tested and treated are doing so, we need to make sure that we're funding programs like the programs that are being represented here, not just through government, through the Department of Health, but through Positive Assistance, through the LGBTQ Center here in Orlando. These are safer places, particularly the nonprofits and the community spaces where people are, that more people are going to feel comfortable, less stigmatized in being able to come in, find out their status, and be able to get treatment, of course, as a prevention strategy moving forward.
Representative Andre and Darius, thank you so much for this important conversation today here on In Focus. We appreciate your time. And folks, thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you next week. I'm Allison Walker. You take good care.